Did you know that autism diagnoses in adults have risen by 175% in the last decade? That's a huge jump, and it tells us something important. We're starting to understand autism in adults a lot better than we used to. Hi, and welcome to Conch Health. Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of autism in adults. We'll talk about the signs, how it can feel to live with autism, and how you can find the support you need. Whether you're wondering about yourself, a loved one, or just want to learn more, stick around because this information could change someone's life. Let's talk about social cues for a second. You know, those little unspoken rules that guide our interactions every day. For many of us, these cues are second nature. But for someone on the autism spectrum, these cues can be like a foreign language. Imagine walking into a room where everyone's speaking a language you don't understand. It's not that people with autism don't want to connect with others, it's that their brains process social information differently. This can lead to misunderstandings and anxiety in social situations. There are therapists who specialize in social skills training, and there are even apps and online resources that can help. What matters most is finding ways to communicate effectively and build meaningful connections, whatever that looks like for you. We all have our routines, right? Whether it's that first cup of coffee in the morning or a specific way we like our desks organized, routines give us a sense of order and predictability in a world that can often feel chaotic. But for people with autism, routines aren't just comforting, they can be essential for managing daily life. Imagine feeling like your senses are on overdrive, constantly bombarded by sights, sounds, and sensations that other people barely notice. In a world that feels overwhelming, routines provide a sense of stability and control. They help to minimize surprises and create a sense of safety and security. This might look like following the same schedule every day, eating the same foods, or taking the same route to work. Of course, life throws curveballs, and even the most carefully planned routine can get disrupted. For someone with autism, unexpected changes can trigger anxiety and stress, so having strategies in place to handle these situations is crucial. The important thing is to have a plan in place so that when life throws those inevitable curveballs, you're prepared to handle them. Let's talk about our senses for a moment. Sight, sound, touch, taste, smell. These senses are how we experience the world around us. But for someone with autism, these senses can be heightened, making everyday experiences feel overwhelming. Imagine a symphony orchestra playing its loudest, brightest music all at once, all the time. That's what sensory overload can feel like for someone with autism. Certain sounds like the hum of fluorescent lights or the clatter of dishes might be painfully loud. Bright lights or flickering screens can be physically uncomfortable. And the feel of certain fabrics on their skin might send shivers down their spine. This isn't about being picky or difficult. It's about a neurological difference in how sensory information is processed. Noise-canceling headphones can create a quiet bubble in a noisy world. Weighted blankets can provide a sense of calm and security. Understanding and accommodating sensory sensitivities is all about creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable and supported. Have you ever gotten totally absorbed in a hobby, a topic, or a particular subject? You know that feeling of complete focus and fascination where you lose track of time and everything else fades away? That's the power of a special interest. And it's something that many people with autism experience intensely. For someone on the spectrum, special interests aren't just hobbies, they're passions that ignite the brain and fuel deep focus and joy. This could be anything from collecting stamps or building model airplanes to becoming an expert on medieval history or mastering a musical instrument. These interests provide a sense of purpose and accomplishment, and they can be a source of great pride. They can also be a way to connect with others who share similar passions, creating a sense of belonging and community. When you're deeply engaged in something you love, the world fades away, and you enter a state of what's called flow. This state of flow is incredibly beneficial for the brain. For people with autism, special interests can be a refuge, a place of calm and focus in a world that can feel overwhelming. We all put on different faces in different situations, right? We might be more reserved at work than we are with our closest friends. But for some adults with autism, this social chameleon act is more than just adapting to different environments. It's a constant effort to mask their true selves in order to fit in. Imagine feeling like you have to constantly analyze every social interaction, trying to decipher unspoken rules and expectations. Imagine feeling like you have to suppress your natural instincts and behaviors in order to avoid judgment or negative reactions. That's the reality of masking for many adults with autism. It's a way of coping with a world that doesn't always understand or accept neurodiversity. But here's the thing about masking, it's exhausting, it takes a huge emotional toll, and it can lead to anxiety, depression, and burnout. The journey of unmasking is about learning to accept and embrace your neurodiversity. It's about creating a world where everyone feels safe to be their authentic selves, without the need for masks or pretenses. Thank you for joining me on this journey to understand autism in adults a little bit better. Remember those social cues we talked about? Here is one that is universal: kindness. Let's all make an effort to be more understanding, more patient, and more accepting of the beautiful diversity of human experience. If this video resonated with you, or if you think it might help someone you know, please share it. Let's spread awareness, break down stigma, and create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued for who they truly are. Don't forget to subscribe to Conch Health for more videos on health and well-being. And remember, if you're struggling, you're not alone. Reach out to a healthcare professional, a trusted friend or family member, or a support organization.